How's it going, everybody? Paul here. Paul here. Got my new American flag black hat. It's kind of anti-America, but pro-America. I would like to think that's more pro-America, but since it's black and white, it's kind of like, a little edgy. Anyway, let's get past that and let's talk about what the video is about. In the early 2000s, I used to go to NBA basketball games every week. Sometimes I go to a game twice a week. Me and my friend Steve, not gonna give his last name, but we used to get there extra early, because sometimes when you go to these sporting events and you get there extra early, you can meet players. It's sometimes, like, if you're there and you're standing in line, you're like the only two fucking people standing in line. The guy that is like, welcoming people into the building, and they're just like, you know what, man, I'm gonna let you through, just don't cause no trouble. And I'm like, yeah, of course I'm gonna be that guy. Yeah, we ain't causing no trouble. And we didn't, because we loved that shit, man. When a guy was so nice, we strike up conversation with the doorman, and we build a bond with him, and he'd be like, just go through. And doing that fucking helped you meet basketball players. And I have a whole bunch of basketball players I met, and I have a whole bunch of autographs. I think I have more than this, so maybe there'll be a part 2. But I was just looking through one of the boxes of the many fucking boxes of basketball cards I have. I have like 5 boxes this big full of basketball cards. Some of them are shitty, and a lot of them are like fucking Kobe rookies and Kevin Garnett rookies and shit like that. But I also got a lot of autographs too, because I went to so many games. I was a true fan in the 2000s. And this is before the Detroit Pistons even won a championship. Once they won the championship, they kind of fucked it up, because they started to, like, Detroit fucking security started to, like, not let people in that easily when they won the championship. But before then, they were like, nah, they were more easygoing. Charlotte Hornets. I want to say this player's name was Eddie Robinson. Eddie Robinson was a player from Flint. He was actually really good for a 6-man type of player. But yeah, I got to meet him. I want to say his name's Eddie Robinson. It's hard when you like look at their autograph, because you can't really get much out of their autograph sometimes. And the sad part is, sometimes these motherfuckers, they just scribble on your card, and they want you to believe it's an autograph, but it's not really an autograph. And I have proof of that, and I'll show you right now. Let me see if this player's autograph is in here. It probably is. I'm not gonna hate on the guy, because he was like one of the nicest players I've ever met. He actually communicated with me and was like appreciative of me being a fan of him being on Miami Heat, and because I was a big Miami Heat fan back in once they got Alonzo Mourning and Tim Hardaway and Dan Marley and Vaughn Leonard. But PJ Brown, right here is a real autograph. These are the autographs you get out of honest fucking basketball packs. So that's why it has like if you look at the back, I think it says like 1 in 1,000 or something like that. Yeah, but that's his real autograph. I'm just saying, like, look at that. And I swear to God, I honestly met him, and that's the only reason if I met him and he was a dick, I'd be like, fuck you, and I'd probably burn this fucking card. But look at that autograph. He just scribbled all over my shit. But I don't care, because at the end of the day, when I met him, I told him I was a big fan of his from the Nets, because he started off on the Nets. And I was like, I'm a big fan of you when you went to the Heat, because that's when he made his career, was as a power forward, is when he went to the Heat. He's like, I really appreciate that, man. Thank you very much. And we were like bonding, and like he actually spent like 3 minutes talking to me, which when you're like a fucking 19-year-old kid, that kind of makes your day, when a player like actually spends some time getting to know you, like you're trying to express to them that they're cool guys. But look at that, man. PJ Brown. What the fuck, bro? Come on. I see your real autograph, bro. What is this shit? Maybe you were just tired or something. I get it, Alright. I got real autographs. And I'm not saying any of these are not real. They're all real. But some of these come out of like fucking, trading card packets. And when they come out of trading card packets, they have to be more. They can't just scribble, you know what I mean? They can't just be tired and blah, 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 you know, just to make the fans happy. They gotta fucking be honest with their shit, because this shit gets graded and put in plaques and, you know, all that. I'll leave that for the end, because those are ones that I have not met, but I have. Well, I'll get them two out of the way, actually. Oh, remember this player, John Williams. But I pulled one of his autographs out of a pack and fuck it. It was always cool when you got an autograph out of a basketball pack, because they were just so hard to get. Eldon Campbell. He actually ended up being a pretty good power forward. I think he started off on the Lakers when he was a rookie, I want to say. But he went to a lot of different teams, but he was an okay power forward. I could never really pull anybody good when it came to pulling a good player out of a basketball pack. I mean, this is pre-eBay, you know, so you can just go online, type some shit, and be like, I want that autograph. You had to go like card shows and shit. And when you're like an 18-year-old kid and you work at like a fucking car wash, you ain't making that much money when you're a fucking paper boy and all that. So I couldn't really buy fucking high-priced autographs when I was a child. So this is the way I got them. I went to basketball games. I had a good experience. You know, fucking watching the game and all that. Hanging out with my best friend at the time. And getting to know players and getting to know fans. Like, they were cool-ass fans. Even, like, down there waiting for fucking players to come through the hall. There were people that had, like, season tickets. You talk to them, they'd be like, tell you all their stories about who's cool, who's not cool. You know, what you can and can't do. I learned that asking a player for his shoes is not weird. I mean, if a motherfucker came up to me on the street and he was like, I'm a big fan of you, I'd be like, thanks. Can I have your shoes? I'd be like, no. Fucking, these things are fucking expensive, bro. You ask that to a basketball player, they actually give you their shoes sometimes. And they actually remember your face. The guy told me, because this guy, he had a whole bunch of collectibles at home. He buys season tickets every fucking year. He's like, if you ever get to meet Latrell Sprewell, ask for his shoes. You ever get to meet Allen Iverson, ask for his shoes. You know, I got to meet Allen Iverson, but I got to meet him before I met this dude that gave me all this wisdom on what to do and what not to do when you go to the little area where, you know, they walk down and they join practice before the game. But Sprewell actually did give me his shoes, and maybe I'll show that in a future video. He didn't autograph them, though. So this is all autographs. So if I show you the shoes, you'd be like, oh, yeah, well, where's the proof? I just hope that you believe my story, you know, because they're way bigger than my foot. But, okay. This is probably, like, one of the better ones I have. Jerry Stackhouse when he was a Piston. Because I'm from Michigan. I got, like, all the Michigan players, pretty much, autographed. Not the 90s bad boys or anything like that, but, like, the 2000 era, when Stackhouse was a rookie and sophomore on Detroit. I got his autograph. Took a lot of work to get this. I had to wait for him to leave a restaurant area that is located in the Palace at the time. And yeah, he actually grabbed my card, he signed it, and he actually signed it pretty legit. I mean, that looks like a real fucking, like, you know, he actually put effort into his autograph, so I appreciate that. This is probably one of my better ones, and I'm not going to say I had, like, an experience with him. All he did was grab my card, sign it, and hand it back to me and say, thank you. You know what I mean? But he was a very nice guy. He was signing everybody's shit. Chucky Atkins, real motherfucker. Met him. He was a real motherfucker. He took time out of his day to, like, fucking talk to everybody. Probably a lot of people don't remember Chucky Atkins, honestly. But he was cool. This guy, I can't remember his name. He was kind of like the secondary point guard. God damn, what was his name? I had to wait for this guy in the parking lot when he was getting onto the bus after the game. If you guys know that autograph, you guys probably could tell me. It was the 2000 era, like right before we won the championship. It looks like it's DJ 14. I don't think he was with the Pistons that long, but I think we signed him as a rookie. This is a cool one. This actually is a cool one. John Barry. Because I love John Barry, man. I love Brett Barry. I love John Barry. I think John Barry is Brett Barry's brother. He was cool. Okay. Okay. This is my boy right here. This motherfucker, I respected him before he fucking signed my shit, and he actually struck conversation with me. Clifford Robinson, coolest motherfucker ever, man. I think this was when he was with the Pistons. I want to say, God, who or he might have been like on the rival team because sometimes I go over to the rival team area because I already fucking had everybody that I wanted off the Pistons or the players just wouldn't the players I wanted wouldn't sign my shit. But Clifford Robinson was another thing like PJ Brown where I always respected him. I liked him on fucking Portland Trailblazers, and then he came to I want to say he came to the Pistons. I can't remember, man. But yeah, he signed my shit and he gave me a God honest autograph. You can make that shit out. It's real. You know, you can read it. John Wallace. Don't really have any memory with him, but he signed my card, so I was like, cool, thank you. Lorenzo Wright. I want to say this guy died, but I could be wrong. But I think he was a rookie when Grant Hill, Jason Kidd, and Glenn Robinson came into the game, and Eddie Jones. So, okay, this is like one of the cooler ones because it comes from. We all remember fucking 90s fucking Chicago Bulls, right? Fucking there was Luke Longley, Tony Kukoc, Dennis Rodman, Scottie Pippen, Michael Jordan, you know, and God damn it, I got Tony Kukoc to sign my shit. Tony was cool too, man. He wasn't a fucking asshole. He came up, he said some nice things. Thank you for being a fan, blah blah blah. Because I would talk. Some people just get handed a card and get the card handed back, and who knows what they did with the card. Sold on eBay, I don't know. It's probably what they're doing today with their shit, you know. Sold to a comic book shop or something. But Tony was really cool. And yeah, I was really fucking happy to meet him. And I was happy. I think he was with the Clippers when I got this autograph. It wasn't when he was a Bull. I want to say he went to the Clippers, and I went to the other side of the arena for that game because I don't know, there was some player on the Clippers at the time I really wanted their autograph. I can't remember if I got it or not. Eric Matras. I will always love this motherfucker. I have no story for this motherfucker, but this was like this rookie year was one of my favorite rookie years because I think it had like Garnett and Eddie not Garnett. Who was in this rookie year? It was a good rookie year. It's like I remember the rookie year with Grant Hill because that was a big one. It had Jason Kidd, Grant Hill, Glenn Robinson, Eddie Jones, yeah, and then Kevin Garnett's rookie year was really good too because I think it had Kobe, Paul. No, I can't say if it had Paul Pierce or not. I don't think. No. But there was other people in it. Tracy Murray. Can't really remember Tracy Murray, but I got his autograph, and he gave me a God honest autograph. I mean, look at it. It's readable. It's real. So, this one's one that I got out of a basketball pack back in the day. And I don't even remember this guy. I think he played for like a year and then like he quit. Jerome Allen. So, whatever. You know, it happens, Jerome Allen. No disrespect to you. These two are the better ones that I have. Probably the most popular player next to Jerry Stackhouse. But, Baron Davis, I got two of them. My friend told me, like, because he was on the Piston side, he was trying to get, because he was a big Piston fan, he was trying to get Ben Wallace's autograph, and Maurice, God, what the fuck was that guy from Michigan State? Mateen Cleaves, he was trying to get his autograph. He's like, hey, since you're going to the other side, because I was a Hornet fan, it's like one of my favorite teams. He's like, I'll give you a basketball card. If you get Baron Corbin, let me know. Or not Baron, I'm thinking WWE. Baron Davis, let me know. So I got Baron Davis to sign both my shit. And, you know, I respect these autographs, and I respect Baron Davis. But these autographs are drastically different. You could tell he just woke up or something, and he was just signing bullshit. Like, it kind of makes me pissed off at fucking basketball players for giving bullshit autographs. But the fact these all-star players will come and interact with you, I guess, is kind of cool. So, I guess this is the better one, man. This is the rookie, too. So, I don't know. But I ended up keeping both of them because he didn't like fulfill his promise. Because I was like, if you get Ben Wallace, give me Ben Wallace's autograph. And he didn't get Ben Wallace, so I kept both cards. He called me a shitty friend, but you know what, man? That was a deal. And he ended up getting some cool autographs that day too, so it's not like I'm being an asshole just to be an asshole. He got some good Pistons that he didn't give me, you know. Eldridge Kastner? I don't remember this guy at all. Got his autograph though. Boom. Oh, this is my boy right here. I love this motherfucker. And these aren't all my autographs because there's one that I really had a great experience with and I can't fucking talk about because it's not in my fucking deck. But this is still a fucking legend. Otis Thorpe. And I think I got this when he was a Piston. Otis Thorpe was on a lot of basketball teams back in the day. I mean, just look at that right there. Look at his fucking resume. I mean, that's how long he was in the league when I got this autograph. And that's before he became a Piston. He was on the fucking Kansas City, Sacramento, Houston Rockets, Detroit. Yeah, that's a lot of fucking years, man. 84 to 97. Jesus Christ. But he was cool. He was a cool guy when I got his autograph. He didn't really talk much. He was more to himself. But, you know, he's one of those old school guys where if they come to you, they sign your shit, you don't complain. You just say, hey, man, thank you. Respect your game. Scott Burrell. I think he became a sports analyst for a minute there in the 2000s. But he didn't, as a basketball player, he didn't really amount to much. But I got his autograph. Oh, here's a good one, though. This is possibly the best one I have. Jerry Stackhouse, Baron Davis, and Jason Terry, baby. Yeah, that's before he was a Celtic. I got this autograph when he was a Hawk. So I got it, I think it was his rookie year. And that's probably the only reason he signed my shit. Because he just wanted respect from fans and all that. So that was cool, too, man, meeting Jason Terry. He didn't say much either. I don't really have a bonding experience. But I did meet Allen Iverson. Iverson was really cool. I didn't have a card at the time. I was really fucking pissed off at myself because I didn't think for one, I was caught off guard by my friend. He's like, you want to go to a Philly game? And I was like, hell yeah, man. And usually before I'd go to a game, my friend would give me a heads up, we're going to see this team in a couple days. Be ready. Have some cards ready. And it was when fucking Iverson was with Philly, and I think it was still a rookie. And I got to meet him, though, and he was signing shit, and I was just so heartbroken. I'm like, oh, God. I was about to just say, sign my shirt, but I didn't do it. I should have thought of it at the time, just to fucking do it. And that's when I met the dude that fucking was like, you know, you can ask these motherfuckers for their shoes. They'll sign them. They'll give it to you. You know, and I was like, oh, cool. Didn't know they do that, man. And then I saw it happen. I didn't think the guy was being honest. I was like, oh, this guy's just a fucking full of shit, fucking wannabe fucking, oh yeah, I go to all the games, I'm so popular, I'm so cool. But then after the game, he actually got the fucking shoes. I was like, what? I was like Little John. I was like Dave Chappelle. What? But yeah. Latrell was cool as fuck, though. I'll show them shoes in a future video. Latrell didn't sign them, though. I told him to sign them. When you're asking a motherfucker for their shoes, it's kind of hard for you to be overbearing. I want your shoes, I want you to sign them, and I want your social security number and your checkbook. I was just like, hey, can I have your shoes? He was like, okay, Messi, after the game. And he actually gave them to me. Sprewell. This is after you choked his coach, too. Fucking, I was like, yeah. And they were the cool ones, too, with the spinners on the side, because that was Sprewell's thing, because he had a rim company. At the time that he created the Sprewell rims, they spin, and he had I want to say and1 shoe. Yeah, it is an and1 shoe, and they got the little spinners on the side. So I'll show them once I find the rest of my autographs, I'll put them at the end of the video. I still gotta try to find those shoes, honestly, because I got them in a boxed up, just waiting, to post them on the internet and get money for them. I'm not going to do that. I don't think I'm going to do that because it was just such an awesome experience. But yeah, Sprewell was really cool too, man. because I was a Sprewell fan before he choked his coach, before he did all that wild shit, before he came out with a rim company. I liked him on Golden State, back before Golden State became this big thing in the world. Sprewell was like one of my boys. I think he was a rookie in the Jamal Mashburn period, I want to say, with no, not Alonzo Mourning, was it? 92? It might have been 93. Was his rookie year? Yeah, I can't remember. I haven't watched basketball in a while, and I haven't really been into basketball in a while, so that's kind of why like my judgment's a little cloudy, because I just kind of lost interest in basketball. The last year I stopped. The last year I stopped watching was honestly the year that LeBron and Carmelo and Dwayne Wade came in. I watched that year, and after that year, I just stopped caring. I'm not saying it's a bad sport today, but I just don't really get it anymore, and I don't really care for it anymore. And I feel like a lot of the basketball today is rigged. So when I watch these playoff events, like I have friends that fucking like basketball still, and they're like, "You gonna watch the Golden State Cleveland game?" I'm like, "No," because I already know who's gonna win. It always shifts back and forth. Golden State, Cleveland, Cleveland, Golden State. And, oh yeah, Lakers suck now. Yeah, but they'll be good next year. And that's how it always is. It just keeps shifting. I've been watching it so long that I know what's gonna fucking happen. It's like people that watch wrestling. When they watch it for a long period of time, they know what's gonna happen because they've been watching it so long that their brain is programmed. You know what I mean? And they know what's gonna happen, even if they fucking don't mean for that aspect of their brain to fucking interpretate into what they're watching. They just know what's going to happen. Oh, well, yeah. And that guy's going to lose the belt. He's had it too long. And then it happens. That's how I am with fucking NBA. I'm like, oh, yeah. This team, they're going to be demoted. There's going to be a new powerhouse team. And then that powerhouse team comes in and ends up being the powerhouse team for like 2 years. And then the other team gets their fucking stride back, like Lakers. I heard Lakers is going to become a powerhouse again. Even though they had like, how long? 2-3 years of shit since Kobe fucking retired. Yeah, of course. Yeah, of course. Of course. I knew fucking Steph Curry was winning this year. Sorry for going on a rant at the end of that video. But I just figured I'd show you my autographs. You guys have any cool experiences meeting athletes and stuff? You can post a video in the not a video, but a comment in the reply. I'll reply back. Or you can post a video like, hey, Kabal, here's, my autograph collection. I'll watch it and I'll thumb it up and I'll be down to watch that, man, because I like hearing the story. Because that's the thing. A lot of these players I know are kind of average players. But when you meet a fucking athlete, to you, it's fucking awesome. It's fucking don't matter if they're a shitty athlete or a great athlete. When you meet these athletes, it's like meeting each one of them is fucking a good experience, unless they're a total dick. Because some of these guys are total dicks. Even if they are signing your shit, they just gotta throw it at you. You're just like, oh, thanks. Picks it up off the floor. Yeah, thanks for the autograph. I'm a peasant. But some of these guys, they actually do respect the fans. They talk to the fans, and I've had an athlete do this to me, and I'm just like, oh, whoa, you know what I mean? Like, whoa, cool. Charles Oakley just fucking put his fucking hand on my shoulder and gave me like life advice on how to be a great person in life. Because that's what happened to me with Charles Oakley. That's why I need to find the rest of my fucking autographs. Charles Oakley, man. Love that guy. Always will. He's an old school motherfucker. And he was good. And he was on a lot of good teams. Alright, peace out. Kabal going that way. Thank you if you made it to the 25-minute mark. That's not an easy thing to do when you're watching a fucking video of somebody just babbling about fucking childhood memories, you know what I mean? But alright, peace.